Oh, we got some hygiene problems again. It was definitely this way, I'm sure of it. Uh-oh, someone's lost. I don't know. Hey, you're volunteers of the Pacific Railroad, right? We're workers for the company. We've got ourselves into a bit of a pickle. We went to get some supplies with a crew from a nearby town. On our way back, we got a bit turned around. We really need to get getting back. Railway workers are spread so thin as it is. Can't leave the rest of our crew hanging too long without the causing delays. The construction site's got to be somewhere around here. We couldn't have gotten too far off track. We'd be able to help us out. We can try to direct the workers. So now this is where basically your waypointers of how your guide skill is going to work. Opal should help us out with this, I think. Let's see if she has the better tactics here. And she does! She gets +1 to her skill point, giving her 3 to do this. The railroad should be over that way. You're actually not too far. Cool. That's right, news is around here somewhere. Sure, it's gonna be glad in your folks out here. Nice to know you have friends wherever you go. It's a big help on the railroad, and you folks take care now. And that gives us our community goal task to basically build more feet to the railroad. That and binding bonds. And a fertile wind fills the air. More mosquitoes plague the party, born of the wind nearby water. Oh, we gotta get some hygiene in here. Hygiene's a problem. Well, we use all these clothes up here. Opal will get it, Lulu will get it, Molly will get it, and Cora will get it. There we go. Using up all of our clothes before the first leg. This is not good. We got more bison that appears on the trail. We can just select those automatically. You could click them, but there's an option in the menu that says automatically pick up any animals you may see across your journey you can select. And we are getting to our first crossing. A river crossing. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. Greetings, immigrants. Welcome to the Kansas River. How can you choose to cross the river? This first real test of the trail. Now, don't you think about fording any river deeper than the wagon bed, about 2.5 feet. You'll swamp out your wagon and lose your supplies. You can caulk the wagon bed and float it across, or be smart and hire me to take your wagon on my ferry. Why not have a look around before you decide? You can choose or talk to me anytime you want to hear about the crossing options again. Okay, so we can rest here if we want to, basically to restore our stamina if we need to. So crowds of people in the river waiting for the ferry to part. Where? What are we going to do? Albert, what do you got to talk for us? My name's Albert. My family and I are excited about the prospect of journeying to Oregon. We sold all of our possessions to stock our wagon. Built it will be worth it. Said that the Oregon is a land of abundance. But first, we have to agree on how to best cross the Kansas River. Alright, let's see what Amy has to say for us. These people will actually change depending on what days you rest on. We can't afford to take the ferry. We're making our wagon into a boat. We'll turn it over, caulk the bottom and sides of it, pitch it, and use it to float our goods across. Have to swim the animals. Hope it doesn't rain. The river's high enough. Ah, so that's how they caulk the wagon. Aunt Rebecca, what do we got for us? Well, with the crowds of people waiting to get on the ferry, we could be stranded here for days, hoping there's enough to graze on for all the animals. Not many people carry feed. I'd rather wait, though, than crossing the rickety wagon boat. Alright, so we have our options for us. We need to cross. So the ferry operator said that if it was 2.5 feet deep, higher than 2.1 feet deep, 2.5 anyway, you couldn't afford it, but any lower you could. We can, and the current is slow, so I don't think that's going to give us a problem. But we could use the ferry, which gives us a guaranteed connection across with no problem, but fording the river could cause us to lose our stuff if we kind of die. And we have to make sure the ferry is not very, and if you choose an option, you can go back on it. So it will be $5 per person and head of auction. Oh, and there's a bit of a wait. So currently a 3-day wait to use the ferry. But you can pay 35 coins, silver coin, to get us across, guaranteed. But we have to wait 3 days. Or we can try to reconfigure and hoard. You could basically reduce the price if you choose. Let's see if we can actually reduce that price. Let's haggle. And I think Lulu will do this one because she was the banker. And she has 6 skill points of that, and it works. Oh, I think that's fair. The ferry operator slightly reduces the price. So it'll be $4 per person. I think I'll pay the $28 for that. That makes it easier for us. We lose 3 days and 48 pounds of meat, but I think that's gonna be fine enough as is, because now we can cross without any problems. Huzzah! Granted, there's not much. There won't be ferries on most of the rivers, so bear that in mind that this is not a guaranteed thing at every crossing. Crossing the river, crossing the river. Now, there's no hills like in Oregon Trail 2, though, which is very unfortunate. I miss that really music that's like dramatic when you basically get across. The party alights from the ferry after a pleasant ride across the river. And we avoid getting cholera, and we reach the next zone within 9 days, so we actually get that extra $35 back. So we basically got a free raft crossing from that. Not bad with a little extra. Okay, well, it's time to go on to our next leg of adventure, the Big Blue River Crossing. So it is a significant ford for any wagon party if it's too big. It's 56 miles away, and if we collect meat, we get a coffee bean, and if we collect pelts, we get a medicine. So it means we must hunt this time around. So we could go down for hunting, or we can go up here and figure out what this is, but we don't know what it is. Since we have to complete a hunting quest, we're gonna do the hunting thing. Which means we still have a lot of stuff to deal with here. We have to collect 100 pounds of meat to basically complete that objective. My only issue is that we have... Okay, I'm going to use this. Molly will get composure right. We could use this on the other ones and figure out these guys' skills at right now. I think... Yeah, we'll just keep it on Molly for now. There are rest stops around the adventure. If you do so, you can chat. You can make the party members choose stories and whatnot, which will basically unlock whatever things. Walking with a cracked hoof can lead to infection and swelling. Stopping to wash the hoof could be pertinent to further trouble. Oof. Opal, I think you're the best one this one. Let's see what you can do. I don't know her medical skill, and she fails. Unfortunately for that. Her skill was only 1. So the oxen is exhausted. After some time under the yoke, the ox cries out in pain once more. Since the hoof was not properly cleaned, the beast has driven to exhaustion. And if we don't rest, we could potentially hurt our oxen off. So you have to worry about that. Opal checks the bags of flour and recalls in disgust. It's infested with weevils. Oh. Should the flour be discarded, or should we probably keep and eat it regardless? Oh, I'm going to discard that. No, thank you. Opal dumps the flour on the trail side. At least the weevils will be fed. Yeah, those cursed weevils. What a waste. Indeed. We also are told exactly how long before winter comes into play, and how many miles are left to do our adventure. Looks like we got another hunting ground. So again, I have to collect 100 pounds of meat, which means it's going to be wasteful on us, I think, in the grand scheme of things. It's going to waste us. But if we want to get that coffee bean and those pelts and get that extra medicine, that's solely needed. Let's get these, let's get our pills, let's get our animals. Hopefully I don't have to show, see, every deer is 20 pounds and every bison I think is 30. So, it means you have to deliberately kill 5 of the deer, or basically like, a few oxen or a few bison. If we don't get this, then, that's unfortunate measures. There we go. I missed that. Come on. Oh, I got 80 pounds. Not enough to basically complete that quest. But at least we can get the medicine, though. That's all that matters. Because, again, I'd rather not get sick. We have plenty of food on hand. And a quarter of extra pounds of meat. Means we got tons of meat for there. Obtain pelts. I'm not going to use the knife on that. We don't have a lot of space. And there it goes. Wow, it actually survived. Oh, no, the wagon! The wagon's breaking! No! We don't want the wagon to break. So, okay, here we go. A labyrinth of wheel ruts crisscrosses the stretch of trail, carved into the earth by wagons past, and rendered permanent over the years in wind and rain. Walking quickly becomes a chore. The party struggles to keep their footing and must expend more effort to guide the wagon onward. So we lost a few days out of that one. Anyway, we're almost up to our next river crossing. And I'll tell you right now, this the original game was like 30 minutes long. And I love my original run of that. I had like no problems in my initial run of it, but I'm having so many problems here. Oh, here we go. This could be a run killer right here. Any river crossing could be a run killer at this point. The roaring of a fast-flowing river can be heard ahead, long before it comes into view. This is the Big Blue River, an infinitely difficult crossing. Alright, well, I'm gonna rest, because the oxen needs to rest. So the wagon ranges bed is a cozy nice place, because the oxen needs to rest, so... Alright, our oxen should be recovered. Oxen's recovered, our stamina is back. Let's see about trying to cross. Oh, so it's moderate. We must make the best preparations. How will we cross the river? So, here's our conundrum. We cannot ford this river, we have to culk it. There's no other way of getting it across. Now, here's the thing about this. Wagon condition is a big thing about this. I'm going to repair the wagon as best we can. We use a toolbox. So we can repair our wagons here. And we'll use another wagon here to wait that. There we go. 50% chance of getting across. And we're going to seal our wagon with our pelts we've gotten. I'm going to use 5 pelts to seal our wagon. There we go. So that gives us 75% chance to get across that safely. This is going to be tricky. It is a moderate current, so it's not too bad. It's not rapid. It's deep, though. I think the oxen can handle it, so let's culk the wagon and cross it. I think that's our best chance. We could rest to see if it improves. Let's re-rest one more day and see if that improves anything. Yeah, it does. The depth is lower, and then basically the depth is lower, it increases our chances of crossing. I think we'll give our chances. Culk the wagon, and let's hope we don't die. Hey, it went up to 83%, and the depth went lower. Because if we lost another day to culk everything, the depth got lower, so we have a better chance of crossing. I'm surprised the oxen is not drowning at this point. Come on! Make it across! We have a good chance. Please make it across. We made it across with no problem! Woo! Oh my goodness, man, that's what you need the pelts for. That's like the only reason you use pelts. The wagon's own cloaking supply is inspected. The party is thankful that it took the time to seal the wagon sufficiently. There are no additional losses in the crossing. As we collected meat. Oh, we actually... Did we get... Oh, it was because we had the trap! That gave us our meat, so we actually get that coffee bean and that medicine. Sweet! Let's get to the Alcove Springs, our next adventure. We have all characters must survive. We get some extra coin, and if we avoid someone not getting a broken leg, we get 112 pounds of flour. That's pretty genius. Alright, well, we have nowhere else to go. I say we go left this time around. And we're off to our next destination. Let's go! So, you may know about this game's history, or this series of history here. Oh, dang it, another thing has hit us. The party's water supply has run low. If not refilled by too long, dehydration and death may result. A small pond can be seen just off the trail. A few mosquito larvae swimming lazily on the surface. Without restocking the water supply, the party's morale and stamina are sure to decline. Let's hope we don't get cholera. Let's replace it. Oh, we got... Molly has typhoid! Oh, curses. The water's cloudy and foul tasting. It is not long before the party begins to feel ill from its effects. Alright, hold on. I was going into my history of the Oregon Trail series, but you know what? Health potion. Medicine, a bottle of pills used to revive the hardships of travel. Character gets +6 to health, and illness and injury duration is reduced by 20%. And if you are injured or have typhoid or some type of illness, your stamina or whatever is affecting you goes down considerably. So bear that in mind. So he has very low. We'll put that on there. So he only has 19 days of typhoid before we get around. Breaking arms, broken a leg is horrible. It's almost like 2 months of damage. Let's see, what can we do to improve morale? Don't have anything to improve morale for, but I have hygiene though, which I do need to believe to put on because Molly needs it. If you're at low hygiene, you are more susceptible to illnesses. You know, as if you're starting to smell, your clothes start to smell. You know, it's like, ugh, I don't want to be near you at all. So let's get that back, shall we? Let's go. Continue on. Oh, we got Samuel Pepper's back to us again. Well, travelers, it's good to see you again so soon. Samuel Pepper waves hello. I've decided to stop by work on the flying machine for now. The general principles are sound, but I believe I will have to wait for this advent of a more powerful engine, besides which I have yet to solve the issue of how to safely land. Samuel Pepper nurses his bruised arm. In the meantime, I begin to work on a new invention. It's a little more down to earth, I admit, though I believe it'll be revolutionary travel nonetheless. Encourage him. Well, thank you for support, friends. It's comfortable to know that you all hold the sciences in such high regard. Samuel Pepper looks quite pleased with himself. As I was pummeling to the ground, I had a revelation. A vision of the wind rushing through my hair. Yes, I shall build a new wagon, powered entirely by the wind. Why walk to Oregon when you could sail? Samuel Pepper is overcome with excitement. All it requires a little financial assistance to get me started. Never fear, I am not about to ask for your savings. Rather, I believe there are investors at Julesburg who might be interested in funding my project. Perhaps you can spread the word to them. I'd be much obliged for the help. So that's another side quest for him entirely. If you go to Judas Springs later on, you can tell him to basically have financial backing for him and everything. So I'm going to talk about the history of the game here. Well, we have a set up camp. Several travelers and mobile wagons on pets and campfires are lit. This seems to be a popular camping ground. Maybe a safe place to spend the night and restore some stamina. Good, because we need to rest because Molly is sick. I want to tell, so you can rest, get a full night's rest. You can stargaze, look at the stars, or tell stories. You don't get much rest, but you get more understanding of your characters and what skills they have. I'm going to tell stories. The party stays up late into the night, telling stories about their lives, about the warm, flickering night of the campfire. And Molly gets some attitude. Great. Molly's wit and Opal's wit are up. Ooh, Opal's got a lot of wit. Not as much as our banker, though. Party returned to the trail. They didn't get much good rest, but they managed to learn a little bit more about each other. Good. We need that. So, as you know, this game was released back in 1984 on the Apple II, and it was on Mac or on MS-DOS back in 1990. The next game came out of this was the 1992 version, which was Ore Control Deluxe, which I've played both of those games if you're on my channel if you want to look at those. They're older videos, to be fair. Then Ore Control 2 came out to be its 25th anniversary of the game itself, which was really cool. I think that by far the best Ore Control game of the classic series is technically Ore Control 2 by far, despite the bugginess that game has. A short distance up ahead, a fresh net of water cascades from a stone outcrop, pumping several feet into the basin below before settling into a cold, clear pool. 4 peppers are alive, we get some extra money and an extra flour. So we can talk to someone. Ooh, there's someone here we can talk to. It's Ava! We talked about her last while. We'll buy back. Did you come from Independence too? I met this amazing man there. He was handsome and so kind. I wanted to spend forever with him, but my father won't allow it. He wants me to marry this rich banker to connect our families. All my father ever does is tell me what to do, but I don't want to love who I love. Not some rich snob, I just can't do it. I'm thinking about running away, going to find his wagon train so we can be together. You can have me, please. Anything can lend, I'll find a way to pay you back, you have my word. We'll talk about Douglas. Douglas, that's him! You met him in Independence after I left, you say? Thank you, Trevor. I've decided I will go with my love. I'm going to give her, since we have a lot of food on hand, I'm going to give her 150 food to give her some backing. Thank you, kind strangers. Perhaps it's fate we've met. For you to offer me such kindness. I hope we see each other again. I shall introduce you to my beloved. Sure thing. Cool, and Frank, what do you got for Frank? Frank's got something to talk to us here. It's a long way before the next place you can safely rest. Enjoy the peace and quiet while you can. Perhaps you should carve your name into the rocks. My whole party did it. Just let the world know we were here. Give it a try. Sure, we can carve our names in the wall. Each member of your party takes a knife and carves their names deep into the limestone cliff to be forever preserved through the centuries. They feel uplifted by the experience. A handful of troopers, what we got? I don't want to talk about those guys there. Services, that is something I need to know. Railroad worker? I heard you were coming to assist us Union Pacific workers in the construction of the railroad. It's good to see public support for the project. It's a historic endeavor. We need all the help we can get in order to see it through. Building the railroad was hard enough, but we also need to consider long-term logistics. I'm putting together a survey party to search for coal in this area, and we could use some assistance. Well, all I can think about is that Molly is the only, Opal is the only one we know of that has some skill, so I'm going to send her on the survey team for this. Alright, follow me and we'll see what we can find. Don't forget us, Union Pacific Workers are familiar with the territory. I promise it won't take too much of your time. Put on that survey outfit. 1 hour was lost from all that adventure, and we failed it. Thank you very much for search, even though we couldn't find very much. Talk to me again if you want to keep looking, or we might have better next time. Oh, we just lost it. We'll give it a try. We'll give it another try on this. We'll give Cora this option. Alright, follow me and see if we can see what Cora has in terms of her skill. She's a mountain woman after all. Another hour's lost. What do we get? Oh, dang it, we lost it. Though I guess there's nothing here. But we know that Cora's wayfinding is 2 now. But that's all we can do for her. Well, I don't want to waste another hour on this. Why not, Molly? You go. I know you have typhoid and all, but maybe your skills as a religious person may know us better. Please give us something good. No. But we know that she's got wayfinding of 2. We'll try. Okay, I guess we'll try the banker and see. Lulu, what you got for us? Let's hope the banker can give us something good. Please! Surveying the railroad before anything else. And nope, none of us know how to do wayfinding. She has a 1 wayfinding skill. Well, nothing we can do there. We wasted up 4 hours, but all of our services can't help our railway crew. So we're just gonna have to. Okay, we'll rest here, so that makes it fine. But as I recall, my copy of Oregon Trail 2, which I think is my favorite game of all time, is sadly gone because it doesn't really work very well with modern systems. Let's see. Ooh, harmonica. That's good for morale. Can we haggle for a bit? Lulu, haggle us for us, please. Dang it. Miss. Even with a max skill light, she can still miss. If you miss a haggle on your trade, you do not get new trade deals. You just have to do what you can. Let's see. What can we have for our inventory? We have... I guess I could offer 4 clothes. That doesn't hurt us too much. I would like that harmonica, though. Harmonica basically helps increase the party's overall happiness. So, and sometimes if the morale gets too low, the party members will leave. But after a while, they will return after some thinking about returning. Okay, so our first leg of our destination is almost there. We are the Great Plains. We go to Fort Kearny. Do not get dysentery and avoid collecting cholera. And we get a harmonica. Could have gotten a free one if I just avoid dysentery. Looks like we already know what this is, which is camping. I guess we'll do that because Molly needs to rest a bit. So we'll head up to the campsite. Computers are turning west, leaving the spring behind. Each settler lives, having filled their canteens and enjoyed their brief repose. Now, the history of the Oregon Trail series has been very weird, because it's all about kind of all over the place in terms of quality. A man clad in black approaches the party. He looks to be a traveling physician. Hello there. I can tend your injuries for a modest price. Help Opal. I feel like saying, help a typhoid. Okay, help Opal with her health. She wasn't affected by anything. She had 1+ lesser health. You'd think the physician would help out the person who actually has typhoid. The physician treats Opal in a matter of minutes, leaving her feeling good as new. Too bad for Molly, though, because the Molly doesn't get help for some baffling reason. The physician thanks the party for the patriots, imploring them to take more care in the future. After Oregon Trail 2, Oregon Trail 3rd Edition and 4th Edition are considered the black sheep of the series, just because there was just so many changes to the core framework of the game that it kind of basically make it unplayable to a certain degree. Like, I hear 4th Edition was horrible. Ye shall now go no further. To continue on, you must assist me. An affliction of the most foul has cursed me. With no insufficient inspiration. Your travels shall serve as a basis for my epic. How the reward? Not sure I let you pass unimpeded, but I also know your names. Sure. Excellent. I knew you would see reason. Tell me, What event during your travels have been the most important? One full of intrigue and pathos. We can basically lie by hunting a large beast or catching a fish that was this big. Either way, this basically just helps out morale and everything. What was that? We hunted a large beast. We hunted that bison. We got a bison out of it. Let's see. Who should tell the story? The one that has the most convincing should be the one going forward. It was love at first sight. 6 hours lost. A legendary beast known across the land, felled by your hands. You should have known great skill and prowess, laying low even the most notorious of targets. One can only hope to manage such potency. Yes, this shall make an epic without echo through the ages. Read for across the centuries to come. My thanks, heroes. I shall let you pass. I shan't keep heroic folks from any good future hate may do. But be great me when your tales in the future. This guy might be back later.